Hello guys, how you guys doing today? It's that time of the day again where we head right back to stream with a new race and new fun. So we're gonna head into this and have some fun today. I'm excited. Um and yeah, for those who are watching F1 watch F1 on F1 TV, I don't know if you guys saw the first practice. It was a little bit early this morning, and also the qualify, I saw a little bit of practice, but I missed out qualify because it was super early. I fell asleep. But from what I know, Oscar Piastri is in pole for the sprint race tomorrow morning, so I'm excited for that. I'm also excited for this to race in this game as well too. So hope you guys are excited as I am. Alright, we're heading to Hungary, so let's do it, guys. This should be fun. And guys, the unfortunate situation that we're gonna be in rain. So we're gonna be racing in rain again. For the last practice is gonna be rain, so that shouldn't be such a problem, right? Alright, so let's do this. So we're gonna head right into practice, head right on track. Right, welcome to Hungary. So today's stream we're gonna just do the normal stuff, which is right now, as you guys can see, I tried to do some of these but didn't work out, and most of them I can't really do because I need DRS. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just head out with some wet weather tires and have some fun, do about 6 laps and then come back in and let the time
The rain looks
sit.
like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track
So
yet.
I'm gonna do this after 6 laps and then come back. So that being said, let's head right out on track. I'm gonna do a drive out.
Take it easy to start with, the track's very wet.
And then after those 6 laps, I will come back in. Right, enjoy. I'm not a fan of this track when it's wet, and for those who know me, I'm not a very big fan of wet weather tires. As you guys can saw, I think it was in, was it? I forgot it was, yeah, in England, I drove wet weather. I drove the last practice in rain as well too, so not my best thing. Not a fan of it. Welcome to Hungary, guys. I like how Fan Attack has like their team in the game. They're showing off their as a sponsor. Maybe one day when I get some more money, or I start making money from my YouTube channel, I will get myself a sim rig and buy myself a Fan Attack direct drive racing wheel. That should be fun. But yes, welcome to Hungary. In this case, welcome to Budapest. Or Hungary, Budapest. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, this is exciting. Thank you guys for joining. How are you guys doing today? How's your day going? How's your night? You know, I don't know. Wherever you guys are. What's up? Really interesting track though. Well, I'm curious to see who's gonna be on pole later. Like behind me probably, but I'm curious to see who they are. And guys, for you to join, I was talking about the Grand Prix that's happening this weekend. Tomorrow is the sprint race for the Grand Prix. They already had their only and final practice session this morning, and they're qualified for the Grand Prix race already happened. So I'm excited for the sprint race. Let me know if you guys are, because I gotta wake up like mad early to watch it, because obviously time difference. But I'm excited with Oscar Piastri on pole for the lead, on pole for the race, and then Max Verstappen behind him. So you know you have the current world championship champion, and you have the leader of the 2025 Drivers World Championship gonna head to head like down the first turn. So yeah, that is exciting. And also, just to let you guys know, I won't be streaming tomorrow like I usually do. So you guys are not gonna get a stream from me until maybe Monday, because I will be busy tomorrow evening, so I won't be able to stream for you guys as I usually do from Monday all the way up to Saturday. Because tomorrow I'll be watching the race early in the morning, and I'll be heading out in the evening, so that should be interesting. So no streaming until Monday after today's race. And funny enough, the next track that I was heading to, and I wanted to do the video like before the race finish, was the Grand Prix for Spa, which is basically my next race in the game. After Hungary is going to be Belgium, which is the same track they're at right now in real life. I'll see what time I get back. Hopefully I get back before 7. And if I do get back before 7, I'll definitely stream for you guys, because I want to be able to capture the Spa weekend. It, like, watching it live on TV and then driving it as well too in the same weekend. That'd be awesome. So like I said, 6 laps, and then after these 6 laps I will try my best to do the race strategy, because as you guys can see, the track is full of water. It's drenched right now. I'm so happy that the race is not rain.
Okay, in these kind of conditions, you're going to be driving into a lot of spray when there's a car ahead of you. Pirelli's full wet tyre can shift around 65 litres of water every second, and a lot of that is going to end up on your visor. With that in mind, make sure you give other cars plenty of room. There's no need to risk the car too much in this session, okay?
Ooh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to sneeze on my bad. But I'll talk to you guys right after I finish this lap when I head back into the pits. Like I said, a lot of water on track, not much I can do right now. And there's 50 minutes of this. I might skip a little bit ahead of time just to burn a little bit of time off, because 50 minutes of practice time on a full weekend is kind of boring. Because you don't get to do much. Especially when it's raining like this.
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
So yeah, guys, I'm gonna take a little quick, I won't call it a break, just trying to speed up the time, let the time roll down by itself, and then head back out on track to do one of the race programs. So, like I said, my lap right now is a 133.9, and
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful.
I have a 1 second gap on Norris, but that's, let's see what happens then. But like I said, gonna be back, gonna let the time roll down a little bit, and hopefully by then maybe the rain will stop. So we'll see, because in 10 minutes it's gonna be dry, so hopefully in that 10 minutes it goes to dry weather. So see you guys in a bit, and enjoy whoever is on.
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
So as you guys can see, the rain is kind of going down a little bit. So instead of full wet, we're going intermediate. So that's what I like to see in here. I did not mind going on intermediates. Better than full wets. Enjoy the lap, guys.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
I knew my time was gonna get dropped because I did that in like full like heavy rain. But now I'm on intermediate, so I might be going a little bit faster than before. This should be exciting. Let's see what my lap time is when I go around the track.
We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes.
So in about 5 minutes, I might be going back on slicks. In this space, slicks. If I go back on slicks, I might have to go on hards because I can't go back on mediums or soft because it's gonna be too slippery. So it's better to go on hards. But I don't know what tire compound I'm gonna be using for the race anyways. Probably soft to mediums or mediums to hard. We'll see. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in today, man. What's up, bros? Just here driving, trying to get used to driving in Hungary in the rain. like I was explaining earlier, I'm not a fan of wet water tires, man. Or full wets. I prefer driving, when I'm driving in rain, I prefer driving with intermediates. Because at least I still have a fast pace with intermediates than with full wets. Yeah, no, I am too. Like, I drive really slow when I drive with full wets instead of like having like a decent pace. Like, I feel like my pace is reduced and even slower. Makes sense I have a reduced pace in rain, but like, thought I will always have like a little bit more speed, but I don't. The car drops significantly low for some reason. Because as you guys can see from now, like I'm driving with intermediates and then I have more speed with intermediates. Like if you guys joined from like the first, when I first started, or a little bit earlier, I was on full wets because the track was drenched. So I was on full wets and I was driving really slow. Now I'm on intermediates, I have a little bit more pace and a little bit more speed. Ugh, I gotta fix that. Yeah, with full wets I slide a lot. That is fact. Okay, by the looks of it, the track looks dry. His Albert is on medium, is on a soft. What's going on here, bro? Why is he on a soft tire and everybody else is on intermediates? Is he behind me or is that an Alcon? If it is, that has to be Alcon. Has to be Alcon. No, I didn't get to watch the spring quality. I only got to watch practice, man. I know, but from what I saw from the highlights, bro,
okay,
Hamilton
test complete, and that was a really good job indeed.
Spinning
Got a lot of valuable
and
information out of
getting
that.
out
Well
in Q1 was not something I expected to see, bro. I was not expecting to see that.
Pitting this lap then, coming to the pits at the end of this lap.
I'm getting dropped right now with laps because I'm on intermediates and those guys are on softs, which by the looks of it, the track dried out. So, track is faster. Yeah, it was really unlucky for Hamilton and Antonelli for sure. I was not expecting those, at least Antonelli, not as much. Even Hamilton, I was not expecting to be out in Q1, bro. But then, like, the track was already, like, giving, like, ish problems, and also a lot of them have, like, upgrades on their cars, so I'm guessing, like, they're still trying to get used to the upgrades, especially for Hamilton. The Ferrari had an upgrade this weekend. Yeah, Leclerc's in P4, that's good, but let's see if he can keep the P4 for the race. Because I don't even know where George Russell is. I believe George Russell is behind him. So it's Piastri, Max, Norris, Leclerc, Ocon. Wow, both Hasses in the top in the top 10 for sprint. What's happening here, bro? So you have
The weather's improved quite a bit now. It may be worth considering retrying some of the earlier programs to see if we can get better information.
So you have Ocon in P5, Carlos Sainz in 6, Ollie Berman in 7, Gasly in 8, and Hajar in 10, and Bartoletto in 10. We have Lawson in 11, Yuki in 12, George is in P13. Wow, okay.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1:25.0.
Yeah, and Antonelli in P20. That sucks, bro. Yeah, not what I expected today.
The car settings screen on your multi-function display will allow you to
tricky,
change various
he has
settings as you drive.
Like you
Open
just
the
said.
display with the MFD button, and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Yeah, like you just said, he has both Mercedes on his ass for that, so he has both Mercedes and Max ahead of him, so it's a bit tricky. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. Okay, so I'm on medium, so let's try this one.
Okay, we're 12th in the speed trap, 304.0 kilometers per hour.
Let's try tire management again. This is mediums, but it gives me softs. Okay.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
There's 21 minutes left in the practice session.
Because
and then from this
temperature's
practice,
so important for your tyres, cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much, not to mention recharging the battery.
from this practice session, we're going to head right into qualifying for this race. My quality laps on this track is not the best. Yeah, no, my qualifying track record on here is really bad. Especially a few seasons ago, I had a really bad race here where I lost bad. I was in P3, I came in behind Max and Lando Norris. It was a really bad race.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
When I get back into the pits, I'm gonna read the comments. Just wanna get the car back into the pits without having any dramatic happening to it. Done too many dramatics on this track already. Ooh. Last season, I don't even know how I did on this track, honestly. I know I won, but like, by how much pressure did I have to win? Wait, did I call him for pits?
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Okay, yeah, no, I have to do this because I pitted too late. I thought I pit to go into the garage, but I did not. Thought I did. What did I do? Okay, it was good. It was a one lap, so the red is not what I want, but
it's going to be a real test of your skill here. The Hungaroring requires real precision and commitment. You're going to have to really trust the car, so make sure you spend some time getting it set up in a way that you're happy with.
Yeah, they are. It truly is my least favorite for real. Yeah, no, I feel you on that one. Ah, that corner, I've never spun there, but I've done an overtake in that corner, which is proven to be more difficult than actually being done. Yeah, I've done overtaking that exact corner.
Okay, our best lap so far, 1 minute 17.5.
Yeah, it's, you're talking about, I don't know what number, but I know what corner you're talking about. So it's a corner just before you head into the pits, yeah, where Ocon is going around. I've done an overtake in that corner before. It's hard, but you have to have real speed going through there if you want to do an overtake. And if you're racing somebody in that corner, it's better to be on the inside line than the outside line, because if you're on the outside line, you're gonna go into the wall, or you're gonna get pushed towards the wall on the grass. So it's better to be on the inside line, and then when you're going towards the side of the pit, you go back on the outside and go out and go around.
Okay, we're 20th in the speed trap, 305.7 kilometers per hour.
Exactly. You overtake in corners that people don't expect to overtake, because it shows how you drive on track, obviously, right? And yeah, I do that a lot, especially
come in and let us have a look at the setup.
I usually do that a lot on Spa.
Lose grip before the front. Usually this will be coming from a lack of rear downforce or an overly stiff rear suspension, but a little tweak with negative camber or toe in can also help with this.
I did that with the turn on Silverstone when I had to let Max pass me, and then within that same turn, Lando passed me as well. So I overtake them in the turn right outside the pit lane, and I overtake both of them, not even just one, but both of them.
Okay, so I just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre usage. We're going to have to give
overtaking someone in Baku in that corner, you have to get them before you get you there, bro. Before you get you the castles.
Most worn set, so don't ruin the tyres that you might want to use later.
Oh wait, how many? Oh, I have no new mediums, no new smalls. I've ran through all my softs, or have I? Damn, I believe I did. That's okay. Yeah, no, overtaking in Baku, yeah, bro. You have to do it on the two straights. If not, you're screwed. And especially going through the castle in that famous turn that we all know Leclerc crashed in. He crashed in F1 2019, the game, and then also crashed in... Well, he crashed in real life.
On your current levels of tyre wear and damage, press the MFD button to open the multifunction
in that corner,
display,
and he also
then
crashed.
Again to cycle to the tyres and the damage screen.
He also crashed in that same exact corner in F1 2019, which was, we all know the meme is, I'm stupid. Because that's Leclerc being Leclerc. But yeah, I try to do my overtakes like in corners that people don't expect me, but
cars out
you
on
need
track.
speed for
Perhaps
that.
we should get out there before it gets too busy.
Uh, so yeah, why is everything like 4 out of 5? No, let me try all these one more time and see what happened. I am definitely gonna try all these one more time because it's ridiculous. Everything is 4 out of 5. Oh, okay, I didn't get into F1 then. I only got into F1 racing game for the F1 2023 game. That's when I really got into the game. Like, I knew about F1, but I wasn't watching it like how I am now. But, and also after I started playing the game, I started watching it more as well too, so. So yeah, that's what happened. Like, I started watching F1. Like, I knew about F1, I knew who the drivers were and all this. But in 2023, I didn't really watch it. And then in 2024, I only started watching it from Montreal, and then I watched the end of the season. But and then this season, obviously, I watch preseason testing. So I saw preseason testing this year. I didn't expect Bahrain to rain. I was definitely not expecting that. But preseason testing in March makes sense. The weather might be different climate. So yeah, I've been watching since preseason testing from this year up until Spa. So the season hasn't been great for Red Bull so far. Been phenomenal for McLaren, but not for Red Bull. Being great for Red Bull Racing, and also good for Mercedes as well. Really bad for Ferrari. Good for Sauber and good for Haas. Aston Martin's in between, but Red Bull not doing so well. Yeah, I'm only gonna do like one more push of this. I can't get to do all 3 of them, unfortunately, because like I only have 10 minutes left. So what I'm gonna do is just do the race strategy, and hopefully I get a 5 out of 5 instead of 4 out of 5. And I'm somehow in P4 for some reason. Oops. Lost my concentration there for a second. And as you guys can clearly see, I'm not the fastest car in quali or in practice, so I can only imagine I won't be the fastest car for qualifying. Okay, 2 more to go. There's about 6 minutes to go. I am too distracted right now for some reason. I'm driving really bad. The one thing I don't like about this track is how exhausted it is. Like, there's some other tracks that are like, they're long, but they're easy to drive and you don't feel exhausted after driving, but like, driving in Austria just feels like, driving in Hungary just feels like exhausting.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Rain, but practice is finishing in like 5 minutes. Four minutes to go.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done. Okay, we can take you this lap.
We have 4 minutes until quali, which is basically Q1, so as soon as I head back in the pits, I'll check the comments, read over the comments, and I will head right into qualifying. And as you guys saw, I'm not the fastest car right now, so I want to know.
Please repeat, you're breaking up. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Verstappen, Russell and Piastri. And we're in front of Leclerc, Magnussen and Sainz. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:16.6.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, fair point, bro. Honestly, fair point. I don't. I think Yeah, was I? Did I have exams during that time? I don't remember either, man. But yeah, fair point. No, I think I had exams around that time as well too. I did, or I was heading towards an exam.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad, man. Unless you got time, like walk home and then watch. I don't know if you got to watch it live, but you probably got to rewatch it after. So, thank you, man. I'm definitely interested in having a. I'm definitely hoping to have a good race right now. So we'll see what happens.
Right, so our best lap so far, 1 minute 17.5.
So yeah, there's 50 seconds to go, and yeah, right after that we're gonna head into qualifying.
Okay, we're 20th in the speed trap, 306.0 kilometers per hour.
All right, guys. So 4 seconds, and then that's it. Voila.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Yep, I will be heading into qualifier now. I know you guys saw I wasn't the fastest car on track. I was the fourth fastest car on track, with my teammate being number one. Oh, my experience is going up. I went up by 350. Let's go. That's very good. Alright, time for qualifying. And like I said before, guys, my qualifying on this track is not the best. I am not a big fan of this track at all. I had some really bad laps, really bad races on this track in the past. Alright, let's head right out for first round of qualifiers. Let's do this.
It is time for the drivers to dance on the edge. You are never resting, you are never still in qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix right here at the Hungaroring.
It doesn't sound right saying the Hungaroring, bro. It does not sound right at all. But it is what it is. Are you joking?
Okay, I hope you brought something good to read today. There's an issue with the fuel system. We don't think it's anything terminal, but it is going to take some time to investigate and repair, I'm afraid.
I am not waiting 3 minutes in the pits for this. I'm skipping this because this is qualifying and I have an engine problem. No. I'm skipping that. That just caused me time on track because I like to go out right away. 3 minutes. Oh, man. That cut down 3 minutes of my time, but first lap in Q1, let's see how I am going to do this. And I'm in P14, so let's hopefully that the delay of the time didn't cost me any track position.
And that's P13.
There we go. Enjoyed the first lap, guys.
Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Norris, Piastri, Stroll, Sainz and Albon. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:17.1. Max is sitting in pole. He's in pole position. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Understood. Stopping this lap.
Okay, to be expected, I'm in P2. Oh, we're double stacking, okay. Let Max go in first. And then they're gonna pit me after. I kinda expected this, like I said, because I went out with a 3-minute delay. As soon as qualifying starts, I usually like to go out on track early to get the first lap in, or get the first time before anybody does. But as you saw, I did not, and right after Max did the time, I only came in second behind him. I'm gonna try to do an improvement lap in a few minutes time, hopefully. That pushes me to P1 and then head into Q2 and get a better start than I did in Q1.
Right, our best lap so far, 1:17.0.
Yeah, Max did a 1:16. Yeah, he did a 1:16.5. The gap is like 5:62 right now. Yeah, I tried. All I can do now is just wait for time to go down, and then yeah, head right back out. So stay tuned.
Okay, mate, our best lap so far, 1:17.0.
Okay, 1 minute and 14 minutes to go in Q1, and I am not going back out because I have don't need to. And I got
We're
fested
currently
up by
10th
Lando
in the
Norris.
speed trap, 300.2 kilometers per hour.
Lando Norris dropped me down. Okay, this is interesting, so I got a lot of work to do. Alright. I really got a lot of work to do to stay on on podium. So I'm gonna try my best to at least get P1 or P2. Cause starting P3 on this track is gonna be hell on earth. But Q1 is about to finish in about 30 seconds, so we're gonna head into Q2 right after this. Alright, so this is the end of Q1. Let's see who is out. So, wow, I got pushed on to P5. Yuki's in P4. So Max is in P1 with both McLarens behind him. Lando Norris and Oscar, and then Yuki in a V-carb. Wow, okay. I got work to do. And who is out in Q1? So you have Valtteri Bottas in P20. Kevin Magnussen in P19, Pierre Gasly in P18, Zhou Guanyu in P17, and Logan Sargent in P16 as the top 5 drivers out in Q1. So let's head right into Q2. Hopefully I get a better start than I did in Q1. Alright, perfect. Q1 start just like how I wanted it to start. Let's do this. Enjoy the lap, guys.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Bro, that is not what I wanted to happen there, bro. I barely had P1, man. And I got fested by flipping Norris. I didn't mind if I was in P2, but Norris coming just took P2 from me. What's up with the car, bro? I am not liking the way this car is driving right now on this track.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Good, be getting fisted by a McLaren this much, bro. It's ridiculous. P4? Bro, what is going on? Why is the car so slow right now? Bro, I am gonna get kicked out in Q2, bro. I have a feeling. I'm getting my ass kicked right now, bro. It's crazy.
Right, so far, our best lap, 1 minute, 16.7.
Yeah, 116 and I'm in P4. Oh, man. What is happening right now? This is beyond ridiculous, bro. I got dropped from I went from P1 to P2 to P3, now to P4. Like I said, guys, it's gonna be a very long race.
We're 15th in the speed trap, 300.7 kilometers per hour.
Who's still out on track? Lance Stroll's on track, bro. Oh, it's gonna be one hell of a race start. I'm so shocked right now. I'm gonna try to go out for another lap, which is gonna be a third lap, and hopefully I can get a better drive than I did. So stay tuned, guys, while I'm stuck in P4.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1:16.7.
P4, guys. P4. God damn it, man. Wow. Not where I wanted to be. So who's out in Q2? So in Q2 you have Nico Hulkenberg in a Haas, Lewis Hamilton in P14, Daniel Ricciardo in P13, Alex Albon in P12, Esteban Ocon in P11 for the last car out in Q2. And for those who are going to be heading into Q3 is Carlos Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, myself, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Max Verstappen. So let's head right into Q3 and hopefully I can get pole position or at least P2 for this race, because starting in P3 is going to be hell on earth to even win this race. So push come to shove, if I don't get P1, I'll just drop the difficulty down to 56, which might slow down the game, the track, but let's hopefully it doesn't have to come to that. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
I restarted this session because I'm tripping here right now, bro. I have to be faster on the buttons for this one. Let's try this again. Let's try this one more time, guys.
pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
I'm so mad right now. P7, bro. Now I'm in P8. This is bullshit right now. So if I don't get at least in P3, I am dropping that shit to 56 for the difficulty, because there's no way, right? There's no goddamn way, bro. There's just no way. Like, what the shit? Like, why is the car driving so shit right now? I'm beyond flabbergasted right now, like, why the car is driving so shit. Like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, 1 minute 16.8.
P8, bro. Are you kidding me? Or is it because I'm on used tires?
To view your current tyre, brake and engine temperatures, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then press it again to cycle through until you reach the temperature information screen.
This is 1 second. So this is technically the fastest tire right now, bro. Jesus.
We're 9th in the speed trap, 312.6 kilometers per hour.
And I'm P8, man. This is ridiculous, bro.
5 minutes remaining in this session.
I don't even know what to say right now, bro. I'm just shocked right now that I'm in P8 and Max is in P1. How the hell did I jump so low, bro? Telling me the car is so shit. Let's try this again. But I know I'm not getting. Yes, you can clearly tell. I'm not getting second pole, but let's try this again.
"30 seconds left in the session." Three minutes to go.
Where am I? P5. Okay, I pushed up into P5. Still not where I wanted to be. Didn't get pole. This is unfortunate, man. I got P5.
Main event.
Damn
Live
it,
and
bro.
uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow.
I'm in front of George Russell.
You join us then.
Wow, I'm in front of George Russell, Oscar Piastri, Landon Norris, and my teammate. Wow. P5. Wow. This is going to be a race. A very, very, very long race. So like I told you guys, if I don't get close to pole, or at least P2, you guys know exactly what I'm doing. Wow. Not what I expected there. Really not what I expected, but you guys know exactly what I'm gonna do. But wow, starting P5, man. I haven't started this low in a race in a very long time. No, I have not. So I know what I gotta do to get this race on the way, make it better for myself. Here we go. Don't judge me for this. I'm doing this for what's the best for me. Put it down one. Hopefully that does the trick, and I will see you guys in race and see how this race starts, considering I'm starting from P5. Is it gonna show me here? No, just shows me my current lead-in. Max is starting on pole, so we'll see. The only thing that I'm disappointed right now about is my engine, because like I'm having major engine problems. Like I have what is it? I'm having an internal combustion engine problem, which I need to fix next, and I can't do it now, so I'll get a penalty. I should have done it in practice, and then I gotta fix this after for the next race, which is in Belgium. So this should be fun. So enjoy this, and I will see you guys or talk to you guys just before the formation lap. So enjoy the race introduction. Talk to you guys then.
Button. Hill, Alonso and Kovalainen, the names of the drivers who had their breakthrough in Budapest, winning their first Grand Prix right here. We're about 12 miles northeast of the bustling Hungarian capital of Budapest. We have 14 corners that comprise the Hungaroring, and they are all steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been tough around here. It's a technical 2.7-mile track. The last few years in particular have been dramatic. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Russell, Henry, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Sainz, Ocon, Albon, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Joe, Magnussen, Bottas, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Welcome to the commentary box overlooking the circuit. I'm Alex Jakes, and joining us for the race today is Naomi Schiff. Well, this is the most advanced sport anywhere on the planet. How's it changed since you were last racing?
It is certainly an interesting time in this set of regulations because, as you know, when a new set of regulations come out, everything changes and you always wonder who's got it right. Well, we know the Red Bull are the ones who really got it right the last couple of years. But now you can see the rest of the grid slowly start to catch up, and there's really only so much left for Red Bull to get out of these regulations. So it is interesting, and the pack are catching up.
Here we go then. The formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. As the cars come back to the grid to line up.
All right, guys, this is it. This is what we've been pushing for all evening, even though I didn't get pole.
Failing that within the points.
So let's see. This should be it, guys. So this should be fun. I'm starting P5, so I got a lot of groundwork to do. Got to catch up on. So enjoy, and see you guys at the end of the race.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power. That's a decent start. Good job. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, mate, and that's Max ahead now. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
Yeah, guys, I'm not catching Max. So yeah, this is what's up.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Quite get what we needed out of that, I'm afraid, but don't worry about it. There's a long way to go. Chin up, and let's focus till the end.
Yeah guys, right now as you guys can clearly tell that the gap between me and Max is 3.8 seconds. That gap is going to keep increasing and dropping a little and keep increasing, but I have to be on the defensive while on the attack because I'm trying to push to drop the gap between me and Max, which I know is going to keep going up. But I also have to be on the defense because if Norris is behind me this close, he can pass me at any time, so I have to keep myself on the defense without him passing me, because if I stay in P2, when I pit, which I will be pitting before Max, I can perform my undercut, and hopefully by the time the undercut happens, when I get out of the pits, I can make it out before he does a lap. And when he pits, I will come around faster than him and like get past him before
we're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
If I can get past Verstappen when he's coming out of the pits, that would be great for me, because I mean I undercutted him very well, very good strategy, so it'll definitely help me a lot. So I gotta try my best to attack and stay on the defense. I have to try to keep Norris behind me as long as possible for the next 3 laps, because I'll be pitting at 15. Like I said, long race, man. Long and annoying. And I did not have a good track record on this track, so this was a little bit to be expected, but not to this extent. So So stay tuned, guys, and enjoy the race. And yeah, enjoy all the drama that's gonna come from this race.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Right, there's a big incident in front of you. Red flag, red flag. We'll update you in the pits. Everyone's okay?
Come
okay, there's been an
on.
incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals...
Brother! Bro, are you kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna keep my race strategy as it is because...
Okay. A free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
A red flag right now. Okay, cool. That's what's up. So after this red flag, what's gonna happen? Because technically I'm in the pits right now, and it's gonna do a race restart, which gives me a chance to pass Verstappen to get the lead. So this is good. So let's do it, and let's try to get this win.
Okay.
Race restart
Track.
right
Let's
now.
make the best of this restart. Let's go. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. about a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. Okay, mate, Max is ahead of you. Right, here we go. Let's look to get past quickly and put them on the back foot. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Okay, mate, car behind is Max. They are faster than you. They are faster than you. Let them through, please. Okay, thanks for doing that, mate. I know it's not nice, but head down and let's focus on your own race. Okay, clear. Okay, some information on Norris. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car. Yellow flag. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
This is it. This is it. Here we go. This is it. Race is done. 4-race lead. I will be in the lead permanently because now I have 4 race wins. This is the race. It's done. I won. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know what just happened to the screen, but let's go. That was it. Let's go. Woo!
Wow,
That was a good
4
race.
wins in a row. I mean, I do
4
think,
wins in a
wow,
row,
but I'm
man.
not
Let's go.
surprised because it is the 4th one in a row. Maybe this is getting a little too predictable. Come on, competitors, step it up.
That was a good race. Really good race. Woo! Let's go.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
That race kicked my ass, bro. It really kicked my ass. My fingers are so in my finger that I had on the gas is in so much pain right now. It's not even funny. That race really kicked my ass. 4 wins in a row. Let's go.
Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Yeah, guys, remember I started in P4, guys. I started in P5. That's where I started the race, P5. Lance Stroll's in P5. I feel bad for Oscar Piastri, man. He was in P2 by the beginning of the race, and then I don't know what happened to him, but he dropped. And then his teammate DNF'd, which I'm assuming is because of engine failure. I can check right here, incidents. Yeah, I had a collision with Alonso in lap 1, makes sense, and then I had a collision with Max again in 27 because me and Max were racing each other, and then in lap 31 me and Max were bumping heads again, and then in lap 32 Lando Norris DNF engine mechanical failure, which in this case is something to do with the engine, makes sense. I don't really need to go into the pit stops. So, yep. As you guys can see, I started 5th on the grid, and I won the race. Max started P1, and he lost the race. Work, man. So let's go into the standings once again. So I am 37 points ahead of Max now with 315 points. He has 278 points. So I'm still ahead in the Drivers' Championship with the trophy for the end of the season to get the championship. I don't know if I keep winning like this. I need to have a win streak so I can get the trophy before the final race. But yep, that was a race. So let's head into the highlights and then head right out after that. So enjoy the highlights, guys, because it's gonna be exciting. Guys, look at this overtake. I overtake both McLarens at the same time. At that turn, at turn 1, literally at turn 1, I overtake both McLarens, and then lap 17 we had a red flag and a restart. Well, red flag was on lap 16, and we had a restart. Now I tried to cut George Russell and Lando Norris off, and which I failed to do, but I got past George Russell here, so that was interesting. He bumped me, so I kind of slowed down a little bit, and it kind of took me like a little bit to catch Norris. Yeah, so, and then obviously it's not going to show the rest of the fight, but I won that race, guys. Woo! Good stuff. That was exciting. That was definitely excited. Really tough race, like I said. That race kicked my ass, because it did. Wow, so my everything went up. My racecraft went up, and my experience went up as well too. And of course my rating goes up. Let's see. Yeah, my thing between me and Max are still going to be the same because I need to win more race. So our recognition is still going to be 50-50. Understandable. Ooh. That was a race. What a race, man. So the next race is going to be in Belgium, which is currently where the F1 2025 F1 season is currently at right now. It is at the Belgium Grand Prix, with tomorrow being the sprint race of the season. I don't remember if this is a sprint weekend. I could be wrong, but let me re-verify again, because you know this game does all sort of things. So let me double check that. So there is no sprint race for the Belgium Grand Prix. The next sprint race will be in Austin, Texas. So a couple of things here with the driver accolades. That's not what I really want to show you guys. I want to show you guys more of this right here. I'm still beating Max in all three of them. I'm beating him as a teammate rivalry, and also championship rivalry, and also drivers rating. So that's what's up. And for the vehicle, man, I really need to fix this before I go into the next race, because only God knows what's happening right now. So as you guys can see, 3 wins so far. Technically it's 4, because in Austria there was a sprint race that I won, so that's why it's 4 races, not 3. If I win Belgium, that will make it 5 races. So stay tuned, and let's head right into that. And for sure I'm excited, and yeah, see you guys in the next race. So let me just back out here really quick. So yeah, that was exciting. So yes guys, the next race is gonna be Belgium, which is Spa-Francorchamps. I probably butchered that a little bit, but that's the race where the F1 2025 season is at, and I'm excited to watch the sprint race tomorrow. I'm curious to see who's going to win the sprint race, because Oscar Piastri is on pole with Max Verstappen in P2, so I'm really curious to see how fast that McLaren is tomorrow, and how fast that Red Bull is with the upgrade that it got. And hopefully, I don't want him to choke, but I look and want Oscar to choke a little bit so Max can get that win, because he needs a win right now. Duly needed a win. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I did, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow night. Don't hold me on it. So if I get back before 7:30, I will hop on stream and give you guys a Belgium Grand Prix. But if I don't, unfortunately, it's going to be on Monday for the Belgium Grand Prix stream. So stay tuned, and you guys will see what's coming, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow night, if not Monday. with that being said, don't forget to click that subscribe button, share the video, share my channel with with your friends who like racing and F1, so we can enjoy this great sport together. And yeah, see you guys then. Have a good night or good morning wherever you guys are, and peace out.